just pulled up to UPS. I have a return that I'm going to send back. I'm returning the Honor Active Raw Lounge hoodie, sleeveless hoodie. I don't know what the actual name is. What is this? Raw Lounge sleeveless crop hoodie. I got it and it didn't fit me well. It didn't look how I wanted it to look. So it's going back, but I do appreciate her and I do love seeing it on other people that can pull it off. I'm just making sure that, okay, pack up your return, print and add the prepaid label, and then drop off the package. Gorgeous. Return complete. It's kind of funny how whenever you do a return, you still kind of have to pay for the return. So you have to pay more to get your money back. Obviously you'll get money back, so it's not like it's gonna cost more, but you still kind of lose a little bit of money. It's $1 and some change, but still, it's just funny to me. I do want to wash my car this weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna do that now. I don't feel like it. I'm wearing a hoodie. It is 85 degrees outside right now, so yeah, that's a hard pass. But I'll probably try and do that maybe tomorrow, maybe earlier in the morning, because I need to go to one where I can actually physically wash my car. Just because I had this whole situation where I broke the fender liner of my car, which is basically where the wheel sits in. There's usually a piece of plastic that kind of hides the insides of your car, if you will. And there are these winds in California called the Santa Anas that blow in. It was basically in really bad traffic. There's this highway that's pretty steep in California, in Los Angeles, and this man's like a lawn man's, what do you call someone who does the grass? I don't want to call them a lawn man. That's not right. But a lawn man. Oh, it's terrible. It'll come to me and I'm going to feel so stupid. But they're plastic, like those big gray plastic trash cans. It fell off his car, and so my options were to swerve left and hit a car, swerve right and hit a car, or hit the trash can. So I hit the trash can and it just goes like boom, and then like I look in my rearview mirror and all I see is like plastic debris, and I make it back to my make it to my destination because I was actually headed to my martial arts gym. And I realized that the liner had completely blown out. But other than that, everything was fine. Very minimal damage. So she did her job. She did well. But I am going to be hopefully replacing that on Monday. I'm just waiting for the part to come in. And I need to get an oil change and all of that. But I don't want to go to the dealership without it fixed, because then they're going to say that we can fix it. And I technically have a contract with them. And they don't need to know what they don't need to know, is all I'm saying. But I want to make sure that area is nice and clean, because my boyfriend's going to help me put it in. Just girly things, that's all. I'm going to head back home. I know I need to go to the grocery store, so I think I'll head over to the grocery store after I, go home and shower, because I do feel kind of nasty right now. Today we did savate, which is like a French style kickboxing, but you get drenched because it's literally cardio. So I basically did my cardio for today, which is great. Wet my little behind off, and now I feel wet. I literally had to take off the shirt I was wearing because it was so sweaty. So there's that. I feel like very rarely am I like fully drenched, but I certainly was this time around. And then what am I gonna do? After I do that, I think I'm gonna try and do one of my meal preps today, just so I don't have to do as much tomorrow. I feel very tired, but also this week has felt so incredibly productive, which is a nice and welcome change. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm usually running like a chicken with my head cut off, honestly. The weekends are usually so busy for me and I don't feel like I have the chance to relax. So I want to try and do everything that I can to kind of set my Sunday self up for a full day of relaxation. I'll be able to wash my car, which for me is relaxing. I do really enjoy cleaning my car for some reason. And then, let's see, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I just made my breakfast. It is an everything bagel with cheese, avocado, egg, and sriracha. I already had a protein shake that I prepped on my drive home, and I'm just gonna eat this really fast and probably keep watching The Hobbit. We're not gonna judge that. We're really not gonna judge me watching The Hobbit at literally 12:22 in the afternoon. It's fine. It's fine. Good morning. I'm trying to have a super productive day, but I don't know. The sounds of my apartment are really something special. I don't know if that was a baby or a dog. Anyway, so I'm getting ready to go to yoga class. I still have my mattress here. Still haven't listed it on Facebook Marketplace. I feel like each time I go to yoga, the fits get more and more just basic and I don't care. So literally t-shirt, shorts, Birkenstocks, yoga mat, water bottle. That's what I'm rolling up with today. Nothing more. Nothing more. Yeah, after yoga, I'm gonna come back, shower, make a quick grocery list. I am going to be on a budget for the next 2 weeks because I just have a lot of bills right now. Rent is due and I paid that, and now I have to stretch basically $100 for the next 2 weeks, which is possible. Listen, we can do anything, but it definitely, I think, produces a little more anxiety, because there was a point in time where I feel like after I paid my rent, I would have like $25 to last until my next paycheck, and it's not there, but it's always just frustrating because I'm definitely still like on my financial wellness journey and I have a long way to go. But yeah, so I'm gonna be going to the grocery store, getting like a couple things that I need. Luckily I have a lot of staples still, so I won't need to get too much. But I think I'm going to give myself another good stretch before I go to bed too. So yeah, fun times. Well, I'm back from the store. Yoga was really good. Oh my gosh, I will literally die on this hill, but every single time I go to yoga, it's just like the perfect mindfulness practice on a Sunday for me. And I know that's very specific, but it always feels so good. And, you know, I think so human, but I have such a tendency to want to compare myself to everyone around me. Like I said, my very first introduction to yoga was with my teacher in college, and she really expanded my mind and truly, I guess, made me aware of my own ego. And not in like a, oh, I was full of it kind of way, but just in the way that we all have our own ego. And it really will get in the way of you making true progress. And every time I go to yoga, I'm reminded of that. And it's amazing how, you know, I think the past 3 weeks I've gone to that yoga class consistently. And every single time, it amazes me how quick I am to forget that lesson. There's something about, I think, my general lack of presence during the week that I think is hindering me from potential greatness. And I feel like that sounds very narcissistic, but I really don't mean it in that way. We really will hold ourselves back, and I think there's a certain presence and humility that we can take on, and I think, you know, our true potential lies beyond that, beyond, you know, the discovery of that, but rather the implementation of that in our everyday lives. But anyway, let me show you my groceries. So I ended up just going to Trader Joe's. To know me is to know I love a beverage. So I've actually been loving just lactose-free milk. I'm lactose intolerant, but I can still have milk, and it has a lot of protein, so I feel like I've been able to hit my goal, like protein target, by having this guy. But then I also have almond and soy milk, pineapple juice. This is the sparkling one that I love. It is seasonal, so it doesn't come around all the time, so when they have it, I always grab it. And we know limonada is my favorite freaking drink in the world, so all the beverages. I also picked up some ground turkey, strawberries, tomatoes, another stir-fry blend. This is like my second or third bag. I think it's my third bag. I'm obsessed with this. I feel like I always fixate on a vegetable for a long time and then I'm done with it. So right now this like stir-fry veggie blend is my fixation and I've been absolutely loving it. And then I also picked up some sliced sourdough bread. And yeah, so those are my groceries for the week. I have a lot of staples already. So for my breakfast, I'll be having either eggs or oatmeal, or I guess a protein shake. And then I already made and meal prepped one of my meals, and I'll be using this to meal prep another meal for the week. So all in all, oh, I also got garlic powder and pepper and little things like that. So all in all, my total was $45.13, which I feel like for a week's worth of food is pretty good. And considering how many drinks I had to replenish, it would have been a little bit lower than that. I just literally have 5 different drinks right now. Maybe it was closer to like 30, 35. Shouts out to Trader Joe's. I'm definitely trying to be more aware just of how I'm spending my money, particularly on food. I got bit by the Uber Eats bug a while ago, and I've slowly been better about it, but I know I can be a lot better. I honestly think I'm going to delete those apps from my phone effective immediately, just because I feel like the temptation is there, and really trying to be a lot more responsible with my finances. So yeah, and I feel like this is a step in the right direction.
Yeah.